Why are we at a tipping point now? Because things can go on like this for a number of years, as we've seen with the mortgage bonds.
Well, when I look at the recent cohort of subprime loans, you see a number of red flags, and you also see that analysts aren't picking up on how to look at these loans. Again, they're looking at the flaw of averages instead of looking at the individual loans and what's going on, and the debt burden of subprime borrowers who have had notoriously high default rates in the past, and they're pushed beyond their limits right now with many of the new lending practices. As an example, when you look at delinquencies, delinquencies cannot be compared with mortgage delinquencies, because if you wanted to normalize them with mortgage delinquencies, you would have to make the auto loan delinquencies a lot faster. Why is that? Because with the mortgage loan, it takes around 18 months or more before you resolve that delinquency. So that delinquency is outstanding for a long time, whereas with auto loans, you're repossessing within a couple of months and restarting the clock.
Right.
So when you, and the recent cohort of loans has had much higher delinquencies. And why is that? Look at all the red flags. High loan growth, and the FTC has found a lot of auto loan fraud.
Okay.
So people who sometimes are overextending themselves in the first place by buying a car that's 2.5 times of their annual after-tax income. Yeah.
So how big of a deal is this? I mean, you make an argument that there's problems with lending practices, people are getting overstretched, delinquencies are on the rise. But when you think about subprime, you think about this aspect of the financial system that was fundamental to the U.S. economy. I'm talking about subprime housing. How big of a deal is subprime auto lending?
Well, you know, that's a good question. It's Joe, right?
Yeah.
Asking the question, because I can't see you
No,
from Chicago, but